welcome back to the Snail Café.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow, meow. We're both cats today.
We are both cats today. I mean, you always have cat ears on, technically.
I know. I like them. They're super cute.
They are. So, for this weekend, we found a game on sale.
It's Purrfect Date. And apparently it's a game made by two streamers or bloggers or something who also play a lot of games and wanted a game about cats. Or something like that?
Something like that.
It supposedly also has mysteries.
So it claims. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have very high hopes for this game.
I do.
Call me a pessimist, but...
Let's see how far we can get.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
So cute, I love it.
How to play. You can progress the story by pressing space or enter. Alternative, you can click here. Okay, so it's like a visual novel.
It is a visual novel.
If you're feeling a little spicy, you could even progress the story by left-clicking on the heart icon.
That is weird. Okay.
Rest to restore your health. Running out of hearts may have consequences. Finish 3 research events will result in the completion of your contract ending your current chapter, so make sure you've done everything you want before finishing your research for the professor.
I have no clue what they're talking about,
Neither
but okay.
do I, but keep an eye out for anything odd. Curiosity may have killed the cat, but it might lead you to some fun extras.
I don't want to die.
Well, it's saying we have to keep an eye out for extra fun stuff. So.
Let's see. Sounds good.
Alright, here we go.
Yes. New game.
New game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these aren't cats.
No, we're Blondie, right?
Yeah, we should be.
We tend to be Blondie.
And what will
Are we Snail again?
No, let's pick a different name.
Meow. Perfect.
Already off to a stupid start.
Of course.
This game sports an autosave feature. Please don't turn off your game while it's saving. I mean, Angel and I accept, or I'm a devil and I reject.
I'm in between.
What if I click that?
What did we do? What did we just do? Did we just lost? Did we lose the game already?
Well, what do we have here? It looks like a human. It smells like a human. And I'm sure it will taste like a human. And yet it calls itself a devil. How is that even possible? All the universe above and below the earth know that I am the devil. The
Are you?
No, I'm reading. The one and only, the original and everlasting, you sniveling, lying, trembling creature. Allow me to school you in the way of hell.
I know hell better than you do.
You call yourself Meow?
Yes.
And yet you and I both know that is a lie. You are... Wait, what? What?
It picked a name for you.
What? Hey! How do you have that? What? How does it have my username on here? What the hell?
It knows everything. It is the devil.
Oh, okay.
It is the devil after all.
You are in my domain now. There is only one voice to listen to, one authority to be obeyed, one will to serve. I am the master of everything.
No, you're not.
But, username, I am a sporting devil too. It would be so easy to crush you into eternal damnation right here, right now. But where's the fun? So this is what I'll do. You have a chance, a slim one at redemption. Answer the following question correctly and you may escape from my clutches for now.
Okay. Let's try this.
Do your worst. Up yours, horn dog.
Ha 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 ha! Did we break the game already?
I don't know. What are you saving? I did nothing!
I don't understand.
Chapter... What? Wait, are we playing normally now?
Yep. I'm not sure how long we've been sailing, but it feels like forever. I'm not feeling too well now, so it's a huge relief to hear the deck lads shout.
Island approach. Make yourself ready.
Woo. I'm finally here. When I applied last month, I was just another broke student living off of baked beans, and I didn't really think I had a chance of being accepted to the part of the prestigious Cat Island research team. Ooh, Cat Island, I like it. Yet, there it is. The little black dot in the distance, growing bigger by the second, is the infamous Cat Island, the place I will call home for the next few months. My heart momentarily skips a beat. What if there has been a mistake? What if they accepted someone else's application and accidentally sent the offer to me? I rummage about in my bag until I find the papers.
Dear Meow, we are pleased to be able to offer you the position of research assistant to Professor Popper at our research facility on Cat Island. The position will be for an initial period of 8 weeks.
That's
Your
good.
contract will be sent separately. We look forward to working with you. Yours sincerely, Professor Popper, PhD, BSc, Honors, DPG. I don't know
I have
much
questions.
about. What?
Why is it positions and not position?
Believe it or not, because these two words were right here together, I actually read the first one as position,
I know.
thinking they were
I
doing
know.
a pun.
How was the salary?
I don't know, it doesn't say.
Okay. No mistake, that's my name. Right there in the top left hand corner. Meow, and there's his name at the bottom, the genius behind this whole operation. Professor Popper, science genius, and my new boss. I hope he's a good boss. I look up from my papers to see dry land rapidly approaching before us. It seems to be surrounded by a huge barrier of impenetrable black rocks. That's scary. As we get closer, we're not slowing down, and I began to worry that we're going to crash into them. Then, at the very last moment, we take a sharp turn to the left, and suddenly we're sailing smoothly towards the shade through an opening on the rocks. I blow out the breath that I've been holding and break into a smile. Yay, smile. Nicely done, skipper. The ferryman comes out from behind the steering wheel, ignoring my attempts at camaraderie, and shouts rather brusquely.
Take all your belongings. We won't be back for days, so don't leave nothing you'll need.
Thank you. You are too nice. I smile weakly at the ferryman and his son and pick up my bags, ready to disembark. We glide seemingly up to the wooden shetty, and the son leaps ashore to tie us off. He's greeted by a bulky man in a uniform who I take to be a security officer of some kind. That's weird. Security here?
Joe, sir, caught you a mouse?
And then he laughs loudly, as though he said the funniest thing he's ever heard. It's very disconcerting. The security guard remains surly and turns his attention to me. Oh no, don't! I'm shy! No!
Let's be having you then. The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. He holds out his large hand, which I assume is an offer to help me off the boat. But as I reach out to take it, he snatches it away, throwing me off balance so that I almost fall over the side. What a great start! I like the start. What are you talking about?
ID card?
I see. Of course, sure. I reach into my back pocket and hand over the laminated card I was given on the mainland. Let's see my ID. Is it cute? Is it cute?
Meow. Issued 1/1/2017.
Wow! Even in games ID pictures are bad.
Yep.
Just like in real life.
Where are all the fucking cats?
I don't know. We're in Meow Island or Cat Island.
There's one on the save stage right there, but...
Something like that. He barely looks at it before striding off, grunting over his shoulder.
This way.
Okay, I follow. I follow him down a dirt track path and get my first proper view of the island. It's beautiful, lush and green. I'm already under its spell. After no more than a couple of minutes trekking, we are in base camp, which consists of an assortment of tents and huts. Among them there are two more solid-looking structures, one larger and one smaller. I presume these are the labs. The whole camp is moderate but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost. Oh god, the punctuation here is so hard to see. I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one around apart from an older woman sitting outside peeling a pile of potatoes. I smile and give her a little nod, but she just stares back at me. It's a cat lady. Can we pick the heart or something? Miss?
I'll take her lines. They seem easy.
Why did I accidentally take the main lines and the narration? I don't like narrated! I'm bad at reading out loud. I try not to get paranoid.
Here.
He stopped at the largest of the tents, indicating that I should go inside.
Bit shady.
I feel rude just walking in, so I make my presence known first. Hello! A firm but friendly voice calls out.
Come.
That's not friendly. You're doing the
Yeah,
friendly ones mean and the mean ones friendly. What's
that's
wrong?
not friendly.
I walk in and there he is, hunched over some documents, the great Professor Palpar. Sir, it's an honor to meet you.
Yes. You must be Meow. Come on in, my dear. Glad to have you on board. Good journey?
Well, it was a bit too long and there were some sharks around trying to kill us, but very good.
Yes, indeed. We're rather tucked away here. Let me offer you some refreshment. Water, coffee, something stronger, perhaps? Whiskey?
Whiskey will be nice, thank you.
Would be rude to... You drink whiskey on your own? Okay, whiskey it is!
Yes! Well, if you're having one, it would be rude to let you drink whiskey on your own.
Jolly good. I can tell you and I are gonna get along famously.
We will. He takes a swig from the bottle and passes it to me. I try not to show my self-consciousness and surreptitiously, what the hell is that? Surreptitiously wipe the neck with my sleeve before taking a modest sip.
It'll take you a while to find your way around and discover how it all works. So for today, I thought I would just get you kitted out and maybe introduce you to some of the locals. The cats, that is. I believe you've already met most of the human locals.
Oh, I've only met the ferryman and the security guard who brought me here?
Yes, that's about it.
What the fuck? And the lady outside?
Ah, Miss Marigold. Her and her husband are the caretakers. Wonderful couple, the Marigolds. You'll meet them before too long. We're a tidy little family here, Meow, and I'm sure you'll fit in nicely.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I hope so.
Okay, so first things first, this is your basic kit.
He begins going through a pile of things on his desk, explaining each of them in turn.
This is your backpack. You can put everything in it. We will be going on plenty of field trips, so it'll be very useful.
Oh god, please
Did
don't
you
be like
not know what
Pokemon.
a fucking backpack is?
Please don't be like Pokemon where you have to upgrade it.
As will your own water bottle. Do you know what a water bottle is? Fancy this. It's a fucking bottle that you put water in.
Really?
Holy shit, this is some high science concepts right here.
Thanks for explaining.
Some disinfected hand spray. Ah, these are heavy-duty reinforced gloves, which are essential when tagging cats out in the wild cats?
I guess so. I mean, we're in an island.
Don't want any scratches from felines we don't know now, do we?
Why not? I suppose no, but I'm used to them. I shove each item into my new backpack as he gives them to me, and then I wonder how much money do I have to pay for a new slot there.
Likewise, these goggles are to be brought along on all field trips. This lot here
He indicates to a small pile of what looks like laundry.
is basic uniform, lab coats, masks, stethoscope,
Yeah.
etc. Portable first aid kit, camping knife with all tool attachments. Finally, and without doubt most importantly,
Cat treats.
this, whatever this is.
He holds up something that looks a lot like a dish device or a mobile phone, except it's clear it isn't one. Maybe it's made by God.
This is your catalog.
Oh!
No! We're already
Okay. A catalog?
Yes, the name comes from its earliest version. It was initially designed to record and store data on cats, scan them and log their details, but as you see, we've come a long way since then.
Oh, a Pokédex.
Yes, it's a cat dex.
Okay.
We're in the cat region. This is your Pokedex. Now you can use it to communicate with the rest of our team. I've added everyone's contact details for you. Listen to music, take oops, what?
You're too slow.
Is there a way to pull up?
It doesn't matter.
Whatever. It's a very valuable piece of equipment, Meow, and I need you to protect it above all else. Do you understand?
I guess I do. I mean, I've already been taking care of a phone by God. This is a downgrade. He's looking me directly in the eye and clearly expects a response. Yes, sir. Of course. I'll look after it.
Good. You'll get to know all the function as you go along, but for now, I suggest we take a stroll out to see if we can find a few friends to introduce you to, so that you can try it out.
Okay. He hands me the gadget. I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but also really keen to have a go.
Saving.
I like that cat. We head down to the beach, the professor explaining things as we go.
The mixture of terrain on Cat Island is quite unique. Even in such a relatively small area, you'll find forest, mountains, jungle, beaches, woodland, all of these different geological and ecological zones in one place. It really is most remarkable.
It certainly is, but where's Macy's?
What?
Where's Macy's?
What do you mean, where's Macy's? What the fuck?
It says it has everything. Where's Macy's?
The fuck? What? Of all the places for you to pick out, why Macy's?
I
what
don't know.
the fuck?
It has a bit of everything. It's
No,
useful.
Macy's kind of sucks.
What about
are you
Walmart?
talking
Where's Walmart?
about? Oh, the Americanness in you right now.
Do you have a Walmart?
Even the lack of wildlife in... Wait, what do you mean lack of wildlife? Aren't we here to document cats?
Just cats. Only cats. What do you mean, Professor?
Well, put simply, there is a type of force field that surrounds the island, disallowing anything to enter?
I enter. Or you mean literally anything?
Absolutely no birds, fish, or creatures of any kind can penetrate it.
Wait, am I a rock?
What do the cats eat? Do the cats, like, eat other cats?
They're vegetarians.
There's no fish.
Vegetarian cat. They eat humans.
Oh, vegetarian cats, like me right now.
Or they eat humans, maybe. I don't know. Forgive my lack of intelligence on this subject, but, we are here? The professor lets out a disconcertingly loud laugh.
Ah, I see what you mean. Well, there is, of course, one small break in this invisible wall, and that is where we built the jetty.
Oh, that's where the fish get in, too.
But let's not get too bogged down in all this right now. What you do need to know is that basically, the island is shaped like a peanut.
Why? Peanuts have nothing to do with cats. He has picked up a nearby stick and draws a simple map in the sand.
This, our end of the island, is very well known to us. We've been researching here for many years. The other end is not so familiar to us. We have encountered difficulties that have hindered our progress in the region.
Okay. What type of difficulties, Professor?
Well, we're not as sure as we'd like to be, but what I can tell you is that the environment has an adverse effect upon humans, inducing nausea at the very least.
Oh, cat allergy. And what at the worst?
Fainting, migraines, possible nerve damage, the usual.
Cat allergies, okay. Gosh, that is serious.
As I say, it's best to keep away, but let's not go into all that now, my dear.
Okay.
You've had a long day. For now, let's just say that we refer to the far end of the island as the Danger Zone.
Ooh, that's
with
a
good reason.
Okay, that's a good Netflix series name.
Are you actually referencing a show, or I don't know that.
I don't know.
I must ask you not to put yourself at risk by venturing beyond this mountain range here. He refers to the map one. Oh, let's see.
He refers to the map once more, drawing a line just past the center and an X through the end section.
There are wild, aggressive cats out there. I wouldn't want you getting too close to them.
Okay.
Not without your own cat to battle and catch them. Unlike our lovely fellows closer to home.
What if I get a cat ball? Like a Pokeball but for cats. He has led me to a spot where a few cats are lounging around.
What do you say we try out your catalog now, Meow?
Meow!
I forgot we named ourselves Meow when I was just like, oh no, does he have a talking tick? And then I realized it's saying our name!
Meow! He stoops down and picks up one of the animals, a disgruntled looking cat who was sleeping under the shade of a palm tree. I love it, it's so fat!
Oh my lord.
The cat lets out a displeased meow, but doesn't struggle. Its large body boiling with long orange fur.
Billowing?
Oh, billowing! I can't read from here! Billowing with long orange fur, just sort of hands in the professor arm in lazy resignation.
Would you like to have a go at scanning this delightful chap?
No, I want to pet it. I find the on switch and somewhat timidly activate it. The gadget immediately comes to artificial life, emitting a boop 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 sound with a red pulsating light. I select the app label Cat Scan and it loads instantly. There is no delay on this saying, now I just need to look for the barcode. The professor holds the cat towards me with arms outstretched. I'm sure he said the scanning chip is implanted into the back of the neck somewhere, but it is difficult to find this one's neck amidst the thick cloud of fur. I mean, I know the feeling. I tried to scan barcodes at Walmart before. It's insane.
You and your Walmart this episode. What the hell?
I blow to make a Bartin and press a catalog to his skin. It is a bit like scanning groceries in the supermarket where I used to work. See? See? See?
Yeah. That should do it.
And he plops the marmalade thumb back into the shade. Sure enough, upon withdrawal, I find the cat has been successfully skinned.
Meow!
Yes, that's my name.
Floofy butt.
Oh, that's so cute. Floofy butt. We
Floofy
got
butt.
our first Pokemon.
Floofy butt, gender, male, age 10 years,
Oh, it's
4 months. That's an old kitty.
Oh, kitty.
Red tabby Persian, eye color red.
That's not eye color red. What are you talking about?
It was red in the previous picture.
Okay.
These buttons don't seem to do anything.
No. Hi, Floofy butt. Amazing.
Clever, isn't it? A large part of your job here will be to tag and scan the cats, such as Mr. Floofy Butt here. But it looks like you'll have no problem at all in that area.
Thank you, sir. I can't wait to get started.
I keep clicking. Well, why don't you get a bit more practice with the catalog and scan the rest of them while we're here? These 5 spend a lot of time together. They're like a little family, aren't you? Oh yes, you are.
The professor seems to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're going to get on great. Okay, here goes. No help this time. The professor steps back. The first cat I approach is very friendly with beautiful calico marking. It comes towards me already purring. Oh.
Meow!
Yes, that's my name!
How do all these cats know our name?
It's amazing! Trixie.
Trixie, gender female, age 3 years, 8 months, calico American short hair, eye color green.
Hi, Trixie. Nice to meet you.
I expect
Stats?
these buttons to do something. Stats?
Oh, our stats, okay.
Oh, these are, yeah.
Romance.
Romance research. Hold on. Rest, romance, research, and recon before R's of being a cat trainer. What does this do? Next is elegant. Oh, you.
Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention and allows me to scan her with minimal fuss. I don't like the hairless cats.
Snooty Booty. Meow.
Yes, that's my name.
Snooty Booty. Gender female. Age 11 years 1 month. Breed Sphinx. Eye color blue.
The first cat I approach is a noisy one. I love those ones.
Meow, 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 meow.
You're so cute. You're so freaking cute.
Nick Murphy, gender, male, age 6 years, breed, brown, crossbreed, eye color, green.
So far, this is my favorite one.
It's the mutt of the cats.
My favorite one so far. And finally,
the Thomas O'Malley.
the one I've been deliberately put off until last. He's been skulking around the edges of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously as though he could pounce at any moment. I laugh at myself, already projecting personalities into these animals.
Hiss.
That's not my name.
Hiss.
That's mean.
Kibbles, name, Kibbles, gender, male, age 3 years, breed, white British, long hair, eye color green. All done. I hoped you enjoyed meeting some of the locals.
The professor lets out a little laugh.
I have a feeling you'll get to know them quite well in time. That's probably enough for your first day, don't you think? You looked at 5 cats. I know how difficult that can be. It's quite a lot to take in.
I am suddenly exhausted, as if he actually did something bad to me. Maybe he put something on the whiskey. And
or maybe it's just whiskey.
and grateful to be heading back to camp.
You don't need to spike whiskey. Whiskey's powerful enough on its own.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's quite late by the time I unpack and settle myself, but I want to write my journal entry before I sleep. I'm surprised at how chilly it is. I have pulled my sleeping bag right up to my chin, but I still feel goose pimples bloom over my arms. Shivering, I rub them to warm myself up. It makes me smile to think that this inherent reaction to the cold is what will be keeping my Newfoundland friends warm tonight. My eyelids close, thinking of cats and the islands and the professor. I don't want to think about the professor. The world around me drifts away as I float up into a dream. Is now when we play the game?
I don't know.
I want to do the
I've never played this.
I'm not sure how long I've been asleep, but I wake with a violent shock that leaves me sitting bolt upright. It's too dark to see anything, but I hear a rustling and then a strange electronic noise, one that in my sleepy confusion I can't place right away. Boop, boop, boop! The catalog! Acting on instinct, I scramble to my feet and follow the noise out of the tent. I look around me and my fears are confirmed when I catch sight of a pulsing red light getting fainter in the direction of the forest. I snap into action, running as fast as I can, which means nothing. Barefoot, dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest in the dark of night.
This better not be a horror game.
I must be crazy. I am crazy. I'm playing a card game.
If this takes a horror turn, I'm gonna be mildly upset.
The words of Professor Popper are ringing in my ears.
I need you to protect it above all else.
My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heartbeat heavy throughout my body. I whiz in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in white puff. I shouldn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? I try to keep my bearings and I realize I blunder perilously. How do you pronounce that? Perilously close to the danger zone. This is all the whiskey. I can just make out the shape of some large animals in front of me before my eyes close and I drop to my knees. Horror. I open my eyes. The calico cat I scanned yesterday is sitting in front of me. She drops the catalog at my feet. I pass out. Okay.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me? Are you okay? What is it? Don't be ridiculous, Kibbles. It's a human. I've already forgotten the voices I gave the cats.
They're all pretty similar.
Oh yeah, I can smell it. It smells like human. Oh, do be quiet. Are they alive? Of course it's alive and breathing, you imbecile. Why isn't it moving? Would you come on and give them some space? Move back a bit. Yes, stand back. Move out of my way. Let me have a proper look.
I begin to come to. The Sphinx cat standing over me as I open my eyes. We stare at each other for a moment while I try to take in what's happening.
Is this one defective?
Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. The cats watch me intently. Am I going insane? Ouch, my head.
What is that chattering about? They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. Human, are you alright?
You! I remember. You took my catalog.
Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's in your pocket now.
I tried to reach into my pocket and realize
Oops.
whatever.
I keep accidentally clicking more than once at a time.
I know, I can't read that fast.
You know what? Maybe if I try doing the enter key instead.
Okay. Ow, 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 ow. I tried to stand. Ow, 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 my feet. What happened to me?
Yeah, I guess that's from all the climbing. I told you, it wasn't ready for that.
Wait, what? That ready for what? Is this all the whiskey?
Its anatomical structure is far too delicate. Oh, Floofy, but you're a scholar. I tried to slow it down. Yeah, Floof, you tried restraining a human who's that determined. It was like a margay. I don't know what that's a reference to. Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me.
I was like, what? Doing what?
You made your own way back to the beach.
Okay, but that does not explain. I show my bleeding hands.
Ah, you crawled, Kara?
Kara? Who's Kara? That's not my name, I'm Meow.
It's a term of endearment. It's an Irish thing. It's inappropriate.
Wait, I crawl? Was I that drunk?
You sure did.
Like a cat, maybe?
Yep.
All the way from the mountain?
Like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive.
But what the fuck, why?
Because you got the sickness.
Shh.
Maybe you should sit down, human. We need to have a talk. Possibly a long talk.
Talk? Yeah, that's right. Since when can cats talk?
Oh, for goodness sake, since the dawn of time! How else do you think we communicate?
Meowing.
Stop spitting whiskers, Major. You know full well what the human is saying. I think the revelation here, Kara, is that you can understand us.
Yes, that too. Will someone please explain what the hell is going on here?
Well, we don't fully understand everything ourselves, at least. Not all the details of how this works. I think being stood in a forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anybody would want. I agree. And more to the point, we were rather hoping you would be able to help us. You are the scientist, after all.
Right.
What we do know is that the clock has started ticking for you.
What do you mean?
Well, there's no easy way to say this to you, Kara. You'll be catified.
I'll be what?
Whether you help or not, you don't have a lot of time before... if I may. It would seem we are basing this on our experiences to date. That when a human manages to find themselves in what I believe you call the danger zone, they are vulnerable in ways that they are previously were not. That is to say, you're screwed!
Thank you, you're not helping. Don't make me...
Hiss!
That's mean.
Whoa, Mountain Lion, there'll be no violence of any kind.
Forgive me for being a bit panicky here.
The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty is referring is, simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that ultimately will result in full
this is like
feline
zombies.
transition. No, not zombies, like vampires. These are vampire cats.
No. But viruses bite you, but with zombies it could be also scratch. It's the same. We would catify. This is Scooby-Doo and the Zombie Cat Island. Okay. Continue.
Catified.
So basically you're telling me I'm a werecat? I look down and in amongst the scratches on my right hand are two distinct puncture marks. The reality of my situation descends on me like a cold mist.
Basically, yes.
My head is spinning. There's too much for me to take in.
Take a breath now, Kara. You're not looking too good.
What? Have I started to change? I feel my head for ears, fur. Everything seems to be normal for now.
No. I just meant you're looking a bit shaky. Understandably so.
I take a few deep, steady breaths and calm myself enough to say, okay, so why? How? What? Give me some data. What have you caught so far?
Look, we'll answer everything that we can, but the truth is, we have more questions than answers ourselves.
Were you humans? So, you said you need my help. What exactly will that entail?
Well, finding our friends would be a start. The cats on this island, they're going missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but the body count is rising and we've hit a wall. A wall of ignorance, maybe? Really, how many times do I have to tell you? The Muellers are to blame. Oh god, is there a fucking cat race war?
Maybe. Muellers?
Now, Floofy Butt, there's no need for name-calling. Speaking of name-calling, I'll remind you to call me Major, madam. Look, they can't help the way that they are. It's a lack of breeding, you know. Overbreeding, if you ask me.
Again, Muellers?
They're the elder cats, the island originals. They can't speak the way we can, hence the derogatory term Muellers.
Oh, they're meow, okay. And how are they to blame exactly?
Well, if I knew that, there would have been no need for this elaborate kidnapping. It's hardly proving to be a roaring success after all.
I love Fluffybutt.
Look, Kara, all we need to know is that all we really know is that we are no longer safe on this island. The elders who live within the danger zone are hostile towards us. Not sure why, it's just always been that way. And now, because cats are being taken, nowhere else is safe either.
Wait, these cats were humans too, maybe?
You expect the occasional mishap. We live in an undomesticated world here, after all. But lately, cats have been disappearing almost every day. Oh my god, I need a drink. Okay. But lately, cats have been disappearing almost every day. Even the last human we catified went missing.
I'm sorry. What?
Let's not open old wounds, Kibbles.
What?
Yes, onwards and upwards.
Well, first things first. These werecat thing.
Catification.
Oh, it's no werewolf.
Transition.
Whatever. How does it work?
Time passes, and then you're a cat.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
No, I'm meow. Get it right, meow.
Weeaboo cat. It's a gradual process. It's different for everyone, but you won't just turn overnight.
Wait, waifu, that's why you suddenly got cat ears on the stream, on the recording?
What?
You're being catified!
Oh no. I don't want to be a cat VTuber.
Apparently you're becoming one.
No.
You're being catified.
No.
Oh well.
The clock is ticking, however. The first side effect of the transition is being able to understand us. Well, some of us. Not the elders, obviously. Not all domestics either. Then you have the whole heightened senses thing. The increased agility, the crazy body hair stuff.
Ugh.
Let's not worry the human with all the details just yet.
I assume there's an antidote?
I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed in that assumption.
Damn. Hang on. You said there was someone else who you put in this position.
Well, let's hope you're a better bet than they were. Unfortunately, they weren't able to discover an antidote or get our friends back. I know where their notes are, though.
Really?
Trade.
Huh?
You help us, and I'll give you their progress reports.
They're so selfish.
So what do you say, Kara? Will you help us?
Do I have an option, really?
I mean, you do. There's a do not help the kitties option on the screen.
We probably should.
Help the kitties?
Yeah. Not much of a choice, really, is it?
Afraid not.
Okay, fine. So, where do I start? Is there anything you can tell me that will help me track down your missing friends?
Will no one listen to sense? Start with the Muellers. And I'll eat my hat if it doesn't end there, too.
You don't have a hat.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. Don't mind him. He's just set in his ways. We have every reason to believe the abductions take place in your part of the island. Yes, nowhere near the danger zone or the elders.
Well, that doesn't make much sense. But I suppose nothing does around this place regardless. My catalog starts beeping. Oh, my alarm! I have to get to work!
You run along now. We don't want you arousing suspicions with your people. You can meet with us later. I'll make sure those reports are in your tent before this evening. Thanks, Kara. You're 1 in a million. I imagine the odds are far greater than that, given your new health status. Go! And thanks from all of us.
After a rather painful journey, I'm very grateful to finally limp into camp. I have just enough time to get myself tidied up for work and I'm about to peel off my filthy pajamas when I hear my catalog beeping. I have a message, but I can't tell who it's from. It's not from any of the contacts that Professor Paul Park programmed into it. In fact, there's no contact information at all. It's God.
Are you sure it was wise to trust everyone, anyone?
No. What on earth does that mean? But of course no. Who is it?
There's a lot you don't know. Think carefully about who you'll confide in.
Before I can think of a reply, the messages are gone, and my catalog has no record of them. I don't have any time to think about it right now. I need to get ready. As soon as I'm presentable, I head over to the lab. I'm 10 minutes late. It doesn't give a good impression of my first morning. No, it doesn't.
Ah, Meow, good to see you. I was beginning to worry. Did you oversleep on your first day?
Yes. I'm terribly sorry, sir. I think the trouble in an old excitement of yesterday and the whiskey. I take punctuality very seriously, though. He cuts across my apology.
Not to worry, it's perfectly understandable. You'll find I'm quite relaxed about most things, as long as you get the work done, and I don't mind what hours you keep.
Thank you, sir.
So, shall we get started? My goodness, what happened to you?
He's looking at the scratches all over my hands. I fell and tried to save myself by grabbing into a bush, I think.
I'm afraid I led you astray last night. Not everyone can take a double malt. How's the head this morning?
I decided it's easier to play along. A little bit fussy, but it won't affect my work, sir. I really don't drink spirits on an empty stomach.
We ought to get those hands sorted out, though. They're looking pretty nasty to me.
Thank you. He goes to the tall metal cabinet in the corner and takes out a bottle and some cotton wool. He begins cleaning and tending to my hands while he talks.
For today, I'd like you to help me with a few tasks around the lab to get you the hang of things. But from tomorrow, I'll let you make your own choices about how to best carve up your time.
Tutorial time.
Of course, you are primarily here to carry out your job as my research assistant. However, try to make the most of your time on the island. Once your work is completed, we'll be saying goodbye. This really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so don't waste it all in the lab. Naturally, I need your help around here, but I'd also like you to get your hands dirty with some field work. Make sure you spend time exploring the island. It's a beautiful place, and there's a lot to see. Take the time to get to know the cats. A full understanding of their behavior is crucial to our research. There is plenty to see and do, however, you must be careful not to overwork. Take regular rest and relaxation. We don't want you to burn yourself out now, do we?
When do I get my starter cat? I'll try not to get. I'll try to get the balance right though.
That's the spirit. So there you are.
Oh, here's my starter cat. He's done a first-class job on my wounds and they aren't bothering me nearly as much. I spent the rest of the day with the professor, getting to know how the various pieces of equipment in the lab work, finding out where everything is, and learning some of the basic duties I will be performing routinely. By the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I make my way to my tent. I'm about to flop down my bed when I see a package poking from underneath it. It is a report that Kibbles promised to deliver. The cats were right. The previous person barely made a start on producing an antidote. I'm good and worried. What if I can do anything better? Will I just turn into a cat? I decide that's not an option and resolve to get going on my own research into it tomorrow. My instincts tell me that the cat will be a good starting point. I have a feeling they know a lot more than they're prepared to tell me. I need to gain their trust and see if I can get them to open up a bit. I'm sure I'll make more progress if I focus on one at a time. I'm optimistic that one-to-one sharing will provide fruitful, its small glimmer of hope. Tonight, I'm not fit for anything. I can barely even write in my journal before I fall asleep. I apparently snore. The first morning of waking up on the island, I'm so excited to discover what the day will bring. Should I jump straight into lab research? Or maybe it will be wise to start investigating a way to help these cats and find a cure for myself. Perhaps a good starting point will be to get to know the cats a little better on a one-to-one basis. Time to romance the cat.
Oh, Lord. What should I do today? Okay, so...
Let's romance the cat.
Romance?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really curious, I'm sorry.
We have two options right now, and I don't like this one, so I'm gonna say this one.
Okay. Too bad we can do fluff bat, but okay.
Meow! Kara, wake up.
Mommy? Is that you?
Shh, quiet. Kara, come with me. I have something to show you. But you have to be quiet. That's not suspicious at all.
McMurphy?
Yes, it's me, Thomas O'Malley. O'Malley the alley cat.
But it is the middle of the night.
Ah, Kara, you're not scared, are you? You remember what happened last night you went out?
Why would I be scared? Because I'm turning into a cat?
Creeping around in a forest in the middle of the night. Don't worry, Kara. I'll be there to protect you.
Oh, thank you very much. McMurphy, you know very well that there's a force field around the island stopping anything from the outside getting in. It makes this a pretty safe place except for those cats that are trying to kill me.
Indeed. So the only things you have to worry about are the things that are already here.
Like you!
Yeah, like me.
He leers at me with a mock snarl. Seriously, Murph. If you're the worst threat here, then this is the safest place on Earth. You can only scratch me.
So come on, Kara, what are you waiting for?
I follow the scraggy cat into the forest. The ground is wet and muddy, and I lose my footing a couple of times, but McMurphy's too determined to notice. Suddenly, he stops dead in his tracks.
Here we are.
Where is here, McMurphy? He ignores my question and starts digging into some mud and leaves on the ground.
So romantic. Almost got it. Could use a hand, Kara, if you don't mind. Get these leaves out of my way. That's it. Here we are. Okay.
We keep digging until there's a fairly deep hole in the ground. My arms and nightclothes are covered in mud and leaves, and McMurphy looks like a bog monster in the darkness.
We're digging your grave.
That makes sense.
Ta-da!
Ta-da?
Can't you see it, Kara?
No, it's dark. I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
I always forget how useless humans are in the dark. Just reach into the hole and take out whatever you find.
Really? I reluctantly reach into the border and feel something hard and cold against my hand. Oh god, what this is. I rub my fingers around it and I pull it out. I know the shape, but my eyes can hardly process it. Is it a bottle of whiskey?
That's right, Kara. This is my secret stash. No one knows about it, not a soul. But I thought I'd share it with you. Thought we could have a kind of welcome to the island party for two.
Now it's getting romantic. Secret stash? Is this booze? McMurphy lets out a wild laugh.
That it is, Kara.
You drink alcohol, but you're a freaking cat! That can be good for your body.
It's not good for anybody's, but it does wonders for the soul, to be sure.
I have to agree with the cat. Well, I suppose you're right there, McMurphy. I guess one little nip couldn't hurt, right?
That's the spirit.
I try in vain to get some of the mud off of me before giving up and sitting down against a tree. A sudden McMurphy curls up my lap. Oh. It takes a while to uncork the bottle. McMurphy keeps telling me to smash it open and that the shards of glass will only add to the flavor.
The fuck?
But eventually I succeed. My way. I pour a little of McMurphy into a leaf and I self-consciously swig from the bottle, feeling a touch uncivilized. Blech! McMurphy, what in heaven's name is it?
No, don't worry about that, Kara. It's not about the taste, it's about the company.
I hardly think I'm the type of person you'll usually hang around with.
Well, I usually hang around with cats, being that that's the only fucking thing on this island. And they're not exactly what you'd call my type.
Oh, interspecies stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I respond by widening my eyes as I take another thing from the bottle. Somehow, it tastes less terrible the second time around.
Yeah, 'cause you're getting drunk, bitch. I find humans much more interesting. They usually have a lot to say, present company accepted. You mean excluded?
Yeah. McMurphy winks at me with his huge green eyes, and I blush,
Oh my god.
trying desperately not to show how boring I feel compared to him.
Oh my god. Don't take it harsh, I'm only joking, Kara.
McMurphy, I've been meaning to ask you something for a while now.
Anything, Kara. Ask away. I'd love for us to get to know each other better.
This Kara thing, my name is... The rest of my sentence is run out by McMurphy's house of laughter.
Ah, you make me laugh, Kara. You really do. I know exactly what your name is, Meow. Kara is just like a pet name, you know?
I'm a pet!
Kara means friend, buddy, amigo. It's something my mammy used to call people, and I guess it just stuck out as one of the few things I remember about her, actually. That and her beautiful smile. Hey, flash me your pearly whites.
I smell it, McMurphy, accurately. He bursts into fits of laughter again. He's wrong too.
Ah, that's a lovely smile, to be sure, but you need to grow into it yet. Could I have a top up over here?
I don't know if I feel comfortable giving you more alcohol, McMurphy. I think you had more than enough. In fact, I didn't even want to give you any in the first place.
Did you not know that cats have 9 lives?
And you want to waste them all in booze.
And why not? Besides, the night is still young and we've only just begun our conversation. Come on, Kara, we have a lot of chin-wagging to do yet. Are you going to pour or not?
I don't know. We need a thing to like roll a die or flip a coin. I don't know.
I'm gonna say cheers.
Okay. Part of me thinks I ought to be responsible human here and cut off your alcohol supply, but I believe in a true democracy.
What the fuck?
I'm American.
Would you care to expand on that and perhaps pour the drinks as you do?
The true democratic principle that none shall have power over the people, cats or whatever.
How inspirational. I'll toast to that.
Alright, McMurphy, bat on your head bit, for with the rejection of authority comes the responsibility for bearing the consequences of your actions. I pour some more of the suspect liquor into McMurphy's soggy leaf.
I don't know what that says.
Slinte?
Slinte!
I don't know how things work in cat protocol, but in human terms, you're a very mature... No, wait, very grown-up, Esvolto fiddlesticks? You're over a certain age and as such can take responsibility for your own choices.
I like it. Spoken like a true libertine.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I can shake my tail when I feel the vibe. I can't believe I just said that. This stuff is stronger than it looks.
My proverbial hat is off to you.
I feel disproportionately pleased that Marv has paid me a compliment.
Say, Kara, you ever been in love?
McMurphy, that second leaf has gone straight to your head. The cat smiles slyly.
Ah, I'm gonna take that as a yes. Are you still with them? You single?
Well, I was never technically with them to begin with. Let me start crying.
Ouch. Well, it's definitely their loss.
I don't think so, McMurphy. We never actually met. This was an online relationship.
Ah, you're not saying you're one of those, internet stalker types, are ye? Them catfish that Kibbles tells tales of?
No, McMurphy! Gosh! It was Bowie, okay? I was in love with David Bowie, you know? He was pretty sexy when he was young.
Okay.
I actually liked him when he was young too.
Okay, I wasn't expecting a real person's name to pop up.
McMurphy frowns and shakes his furry head. See this
God,
eyes so
sloshed.
green and I can stare for 1,000 years.
Please make it stop.
I'm not singing, sorry.
Ah, that's a charming song, but I'm afraid I have no idea what's going on anymore. You know what? I feel ya on that one, McMurphy.
Come on, McMurphy. Everyone knows who David Bowie is. Red hair, a lot of makeup, one blue eye, one brown eye.
Well, I did know one sweet soul with one blue eye and one brown eye, but I can assure you they wouldn't be caught dead in makeup.
McMurphy snorts. Well, what about you, McMurphy? Who's the love of your life?
Don't have one, Kara. Never have, never will. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a free agent. I'm old Yeti out in the mountains, all hair and smell and load.
For some reason, I find that very hard to believe, Mr. McMurphy.
Fine, you're right. I'm a fool, a lovesick fool. I've had my heart broken more than once, Kara, and each time it hurt more than the last, I tell you. The thing is, though, Kara, I can't remember a thing about any of them.
Any of what?
I don't know. What were we talking about?
David Bowie?
Ah, that's right. So tell me how the two of you met.
McMurphy, I think I'm drunk. What the hell have we been drinking?
Oh, leave me alone. I haven't touched a drop.
I think I'm gonna bomb. I wake up in the forest with a half-empty bottle in my hand and McMurphy's nowhere to be seen. How the hell did I get here? I can't remember a thing. I look at my catalog. Whoa, is that really the time? Creaky, I need to get to work.
Crocky.
It says creaky.
It's crocky.
It says creaky.
It's an Aussie term. Okay.
What recon?
What the fuck was all of that?
That was hilarious. I love it.
That so much.
That was so funny.
No, I fucking hated that.
That was
I hated
funny.
every second of having to read that.
Should we research or recon? What's recon?
Let's
Explore
find
the
out.
island, maybe?
Let's find out. Oh, jeez. Recon 4 or Recon 10? I guess the higher number is better, so let's do 10.
A strange message in the midst of the night. Doesn't anyone on this island sleep? Star. Oh, those are like the missions.
Oh, okay.
I hear my catalog beeping. I presume it's the professor. I tumble out of bed half asleep and fumble around looking for the device. I look at the screen, my eyes struggling to focus. The message isn't from the professor at all. There's no contact information again.
Come outside.
Who is this?
Come outside. Oh, please come outside. Come outside. Come outside. Come outside.
They obviously aren't going to respond to my question. Should I do as the message tells me? Yes, of course. Such a responsible adult.
I feel like this game, all progress made in this game is bad choices.
Yes,
like bad
I love
choices.
it.
It's really, what the fuck?
My curiosity is roused. I have a feeling there's something important to learn from this stranger, so I throw on my clothes and crawl out of my tent. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Anyone out here? My catalog beeps again.
Walk to the edge of the forest.
I'm not going any further until you tell me who the fuck you are.
Walk to the edge of the forest. Oh, please, walk to the edge of the forest. Just walk to the edge of the forest. Just walk to the edge of the forest. Just walk to the edge of the forest. Walk to the edge of the forest. Walk to the edge of the forest.
Stop it! By now, I realize I have walked to the edge of the forest.
What kind of fucking
What?
hypnotism is this shit?
At the edge of the forest, I see something in the ground. As I get closer, it becomes clear that it is a small pot of flowers. I gingerly pick them up and notice that several of the flower heads are missing. My catalog beeps again.
Follow the petals.
And that's when I see the trail of little orange petals, the same color as the bouquet I'm holding. This is not Hansel and Gretel. Well, I've come this far, I guess. No turning back now.
No, you
I begin to walk.
can turn back.
I'm nervous, so I call out. Hello? No answer. Louder this time. Hello?
Jesus. Hello?
Hello? Who's that?
Who goes there?
Mayor? Is that you, Fluffybutt?
Major?
Mayor, is that you, Fluffybutt?
I really wish you wouldn't call me that, human. What on earth do you think you're playing at? Carpeting around the forest in the dead of night, causing a ruckus?
Oh, Fluffybutt. You don't know how pleased I am to see you. I need your help.
And this can't wait until a civilized hour. I'm liking this cat the most so far.
I'm afraid it can't. I'm not the one instigating this. I've been getting messages from an anonymous source asking me to follow them into the forest. Look, they left this trail.
Ah, Calendula maritima.
Calendula maritima.
Maritima. Sorry. Marigolds, herb of the sun. They said to represent creativity, though some believe them to be symbols of cruelty and grief.
That's pretty different things. Your knowledge is always impressive, but I have to say on this occasion it's not very comforting. Fluffybutt goes striding off with purpose.
Come along then, Meow. Are we going to follow this trail or not?
I shuffle awkwardly behind him.
Before the sun comes up, eh?
We continue on for a short while and notice that the petals are getting more sparse. It's becoming more difficult to see them until eventually they seem to run out and we find ourselves at a small clearing.
Well, it appears somebody has been playing a joke on you, Meow.
I sadly agree. This has been nothing but a wild goose chase, probably by my previous date. Seems so, Fluffybutt. I know he doesn't like it. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. Let's get back to our beds before we waste any more precious news time on this fool. I turn on Fluffybutt and notice that his back is arched and his fur is puffed up, making him look even more fluffy than usual. Something wrong?
Sorry.
Something wrong, Mayor?
You, tell me, human, does that pile of rocks look suspicious to you?
Amongst myriad rock piles, I notice a small contrived-looking cairn? Fluffybutt's right, it looks far from natural. That looks to me like it's asking to be inspected, Mayor.
Well, get to it, Meow. You're the one with thumbs. I don't have polydactyly.
I begin to dismantle the small mound rock by rock. It's not until the foundation stone is removed that we find a manila envelope. Mayor, look! It's a letter!
Looks rather large for a letter, my dear. I think you ought to open it.
Here? Or back at base?
Having got you this far, I think it's only fair that I have equal share of the spoils.
That is too dark to see. Spoils? Yeah, perhaps we should look right now, Mayor. As I'm speaking, I turn into the envelope.
Well, out with it.
It looks like drawings?
What sort of drawings?
Not sure. They're pretty bad, but they look quite old, antique even.
But do they have value, human?
I'm a scientist, not a museologist. Probably they have some value to someone. They appear to be sketches of people here on the island, but I don't recognize anyone. Why will someone lead me to this?
How do you know you were meant to find them?
Because we follow a trail and it led us here?
Actually, the trail ended a while back. This could be mere coincidence. I hardly see the intrigue in a few old scribbles. They show no artistic flair at all.
Even so, I'm going to hang on to these to see if they prove relevant to whatever mystery is unfolding here on the island. Fluffybutt rolls his eyes. I roll my eyes too.
You really ought to focus more on the clues that matter instead of running around in the middle of night on a wild goose chase. Let's head back before anyone discovers you're missing.
I roll the drawings up and tuck them into my waistband. I will study them when I have more time. I think Fluffybutt's probably right, but I don't want to miss a trick.
Get some rest now, Meow.
Finally, a sensible suggestion. I head after Fluffy Bat, struggling to keep up. I really need some sleep. And some more whiskey.
Is our character an alcoholic now?
Yes!
Okay, we have done some recon, we have done some romance. I guess now we should do some research.
Yep, or some rest.
I think we can do research and then rest.
Okay.
5, 12, or 16. Let's do 16.
Okay. Today I'm also a field trip with the professor. I can't wait to see him. Okay. Professor Popper told me to be ready early and dress for hiking, as we're doing a field work this morning. I'm not sure that I have anything that will pass for hiking gear, to be honest. Some sturdy shoes will be good. Oh well, lab coat and trainers it is, as usual. A message from the professor lights up on my catalog.
Set to go? I'm waiting outside my tent. Ah, Meow, are you resting for our fieldwork today? Or ready for our fieldwork today?
Yes, of course, Professor. May I ask where we're going?
Somewhere I think you'll find very interesting.
That's shady. The professor hands me a backpack.
Here, take this bag.
Another bag? Okay.
It's full of explosives.
It's very full, but surprisingly light. Popper has set off a brisk pace, calling back to me over his shoulder.
This way.
I ran to catch him up. After some serious walking, with me struggling to keep up, the professor stops abruptly and listens.
Do you hear that?
No. There's a distant sound of bubbling water.
We're almost there.
Are we going swimming? Is this the beach episode?
I hope not. I really hope this old guy didn't just invite us swimming.
Secretly, I'm relieved as I don't think I could go much further. I'm in bad shape.
Just a little climbing.
Climbing? I hide my dismay. Where does he get his energy from?
It's at the top there. It's not difficult to climb as it looks. This professor's gonna rip off his lab coat and be fucking ripped as hell, isn't he?
Yes. We are in front of an almost vertical rock face. Oh, I climbed this when I was a cat.
Just copy me.
He clambers up expertly.
I feel like every time I try to do any type of voice, it all comes back to the same one within like 3 or 4 words, and it's so stupid.
Well, I only have
and
one.
And it has like a fucking British accent or something. I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
Since I have only one, it's easy. I managed to find a spot that will support my foot and start the climb. I make little progress before slipping and falling flat on my bum because I'm an idiot. I try again. This time I take it slow. And again I fail because I am a failure. What happened to the benefits of catification the other keeps going on about? The professor notices I'm having trouble and holds a hand out for me because he's so nice. I manage to climb up just enough to take hold of him, and he'll lift me the rest of the way. His strength is impressive, curious, even so romantic.
Ripped professor! Oh my god.
This is so romantic.
Not a fan of climbing, eh?
Can't say I've done much of it, Professor. I'm a scientist.
Come along then, I can get you there. My strength stat is matched only by my int stat.
Before being a professor, I used to be a climber. Or maybe a bodybuilder.
He pretty much pulls me all the way to the oh, right, that's you.
He pretty much pulls me all the way to the top and then leads me to the entrance of a small cave. The sound of running water is very loud now. I instantly see why! A natural spring has cut its way through the rock and created a beautiful cascade of sparkling clear water. It looks delicious. Like vodka. I kneel down without thinking and begin to drink. It tastes amazing, though it doesn't have enough alcohol.
Ah, yes. This is how science works. The first thing you do when you see something you're unfamiliar with is taste it.
It's water.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's water, but like, there could be so much shit in there.
I'm tired of not climbing. As I come out for breath, I see the professor looking at me with suspicion.
You should know better! It is never wise under any that is unproven. But here on this island, it would be prudent to exercise more caution than usual.
Oops. I feel embarrassed at my lack of consideration, taking into
You're
account I'm also a scientist.
You're a fucking idiot.
I know I am.
For a scientist, all you seem to like doing is getting drunk and hanging out
Yes.
with cats.
Yes.
You're like the fucking.
That's my dream job.
Yeah, that's every woman's dream job. Just get to like your 50s or 60s and then just spend all day drinking on the couch with your cats.
Yes. Yes, of course, sir. I wasn't thinking. I felt so thirsty about watching you climb, and it just looked so
Lord.
good.
I do understand, although it's weird that you said that. Many have made the same error. Fortunately for you, this is tried and tested for safe consumption. It's good, don't you think?
My body feels suddenly re-energized. I feel like I could climb any wall even if I know I can't. It's incredible! I feel fantastic, like Hulk! What's in it?
Cocaine. We don't know. That's why we're here. We need more samples. We've been studying this water for months now, and we still know very little about it. Check your bag.
I open my bag. It's full to the brim with empty plastic bottles. What the fuck?
We need to fill all these with water. We're going to need as much as we can carry.
I do as he says. By the time all the bottles are full and back in my bag, it weighs a ton. But I feel like I can lift anything. The effect of the water is powerful because it has alcohol.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant. That would not make you more powerful. It's fucking cocaine.
Okay.
It's a stimulant for sure.
Okay. The professor has also packed his own rucksack with bottles.
That should do for us now. Let's get these back.
As we make our way down the rock face and back to camp, I have no problem keeping up with the professor. I feel I could run all the way. I'm a superhero! However, as we get closer to home, I start to feel the effect wearing off. My back becomes unbearably heavy. The final limping to camp, it's torture. I need to rest.
Oh my god, it is cocaine.
And we did not learn anything.
We learned that there's a natural stream filled with coke.
Now we have to rest.
Big...
We really need to rest.
Yeah. Rest.
You had a lovely nap and wake up feeling revitalized. Revitalized. Your energy has been restored. Magic and cocaine.
Yeah, mostly cocaine.
I like this cat.
Okay. So...
Whoa, we're getting there with the antidote, look.
4.2%.
Yes, it's the farthest we've
How long is this?
We have like 4 romance to do, 3 research.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a long game.
Oh my god.
Well, this is a weekend.
So much for being a one-shot.
Well,
Holy
this is
shit.
a weekend. Let's see if we can get a bit farther and maybe come back to it another day.
Okay.
I like it. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Well, I guess we can just continue as we've been, do one of each.
Can we romance Fluffy Butt?
Let's see, what are our romance options right now?
Nope.
Jess McMurphy. Oh, Snooty Booty is heartbroken. I don't care. I don't really want to hang out with the Irish alcoholic.
I know, you chose him though.
Yeah, the first time over fucking Snooty Booty. That was hardly a fucking choice.
Recon?
Yeah, let's do more recon. That sounds good.
Recon 4 is the only one we
Yeah,
can
that's the
do.
only one available.
That security guard I met when I arrived might be a good lead. Time for a bit of interrogation.
Okay.
I've been staring at the back of his head for a long time now. Too long. I'm starting to feel creepy. I am creepy. I just don't understand it. All he does is sit in that chair by the dog, eating egg sandwiches that I don't know where he gets from, and doing crossword puzzles. How does a man like that become the security guard for a place like this that doesn't need security? As far as I can tell, his job consists of greeting the boat to make sure nothing unauthorized gets in or off on or off of it, picking up supply deliveries, and occasionally taking a long, lazy lap of the island to make sure everything's secure? I wonder what he knows about the research that goes on here. If anything, he doesn't seem to be interested regardless. I decide it's time to get to know the island bouncer and go showing him the dock. I sit next to Zane, me on the sand, him on that chair. He's not
the chair they didn't draw.
I know. He's not wearing his big coat, and the short-sleeved t-shirt shirt allows me to notice for the first time how surprisingly muscular he is. I never truly thought of him as security in the bodyguard sense, but now, squinting at him sideways, trying not to stare too obviously, I begin to see him in a new light.
Bitch, how lonely are you?
I pick up the courage to talk. Hey Zane, how are you?
Are you trying to start a conversation? Yeah, obviously. What the fuck?
He says this without looking up from his crossword puzzle. Oh, I suppose I am, yeah. I don't get to chat to humans much in my job.
Research Assistant 125.
He rolls the words out like he's reading them. Oh, yeah, I guess that's me. So, what does the number stand for anyhow?
You don't know?
He asks monotonously, eyes still glued to his crossword puzzle. No, actually, to be honest, saying I don't know much at all. There's a definite lack of intersharing in this project.
Which project would that be?
This one. The whole research project that's going on. Is there more than one?
Depends who you ask.
I was asking you really.
I don't understand your job. I don't need to. I don't care about things I don't need to.
What do you care about? Zane looks at me for the first time.
You really want to talk, don't you?
Well, asshole, there's not much else to do here. Besides, I'm interested in it all, aren't you?
My interests consist of what's for dinner and when my next puzzle book's coming.
When is it coming? You get it delivered? Can I get some mangas too?
Comes with the mail.
He's back to not looking at me again. The mail? You mean the parcels?
And the letters, yeah.
The letters? Who will go to the trouble of sending mail all the way out here when we have emails? I laugh, but Zane looks very serious.
It's safer sending mail the old-fashioned way. With email, there's viruses, hackers, worms, cyber terrorists.
Oh yeah, and someone can open a freaking envelope. I get the feeling he's not very tech-savvy. Yeah, but anyone can open and read a letter, right?
Not if I'm around. And besides, who would suspect that something important would be in a fragrant pink envelope?
There's an awkward silence. Of course, being my usual socially inept self, I'm desperate to fill it. Need any help with that crossword? I'm pretty good. I can even do the cryptic puzzle in the Daily Inquirer. This line usually gains me a little kudos, but Zane simply ignores me. I decide to just come out and say what's on my mind. I mean, it can make things more awkward than they are already, kinda? Zane, have you ever noticed anything strange going on here? Cat behaving weirdly, talking, drinking beer and stuff? Zane suddenly looks up, his eyes looking straight on mine, unwavering and hard.
No. Have you?
Well, not exactly, but... He's looking at me properly for the first time since we met. He has so dreamy eyes.
He's wearing sunglasses!
I have definitely captured his attention, but not his heart yet. I'm too nervous to follow through.
Fucking Christ.
I'm just being silly. The lack of human company can get to me, you know, give me daft ideas.
Such as?
He's still staring at me as though he's trying to read my mind, like a vampire.
Is that something vampires do?
Twilight.
I didn't watch Twilight.
Okay. Sometimes when I'm out hanging, I feel they're playing games on me, like children, hide and seek, and that kind of thing.
Some of those cats may be cleverer than any of us given them credit for.
Now it's my turn to be intrigued. In what way?
They know when to stay out of the sun. You're going pink.
The moment, if there was one, is over. I decide maybe Zane isn't the best person to talk to about my concerns. Feeling unwanted and slightly rejected, I decide to head back to camp. I stand up and brush the sand off me.
What's a 5-letter word for solitude? I got it. Do you? Alone.
Alone. Zane silently scribbles in his book as I leave. Can I get Amazon packages on the island?
Does Cat Island get Amazon?
Fine.
Alright, so I guess we'll do some research now.
Okay.
Oh wait, let's see if the romance options changed.
Zane.
No.
Can we get
still...
Snooty Booty? No. Because it's Broken Heart?
Yeah, we broke Snooty Booty's heart.
I'm sorry.
I don't care one bit. Alright, more research.
Slow day. I've only got to organize a few samples, or time to round out some rowdy kitties.
That sounds more fun.
It's a sunny afternoon. Most of the cats are lazing on the beach. I envy them so much. Perfect, like shooting fish in a barrel. I double check my supply list. Crate, treats, sedatives, snare, catnip, antiseptic cream for myself. I've got everything. I have a sick feeling in my tummy, but I ignore it as best I can. This is going to be a challenge, but I'm pleased the professor is trusting me with the more physical tasks. I walk out into the beach feeling like the child catcher.
What?
I don't know. I keep reminding myself that I'm doing this for the greater good, even if it makes me unpopular with the cats. I set up the crate in an unsuspecting location and keep the snare hidden behind my back. At first, I stroll around, trying to look as casual as possible and failing, whistling a tune as I walk. I get close to one of the smaller cats, I start to stroke her. I want this to be as painless as possible. The cat responds well to me. She even starts to purr gently. Are you going to come with me? The cat looks at me with big, wide, loving eyes. Come on then. I pick the cat up, carry her to the crate, and place her gently inside. I lock it shut, even though the cat makes no attempt to escape. Well, that went better than expected. This may be a good day after all. Emboldened by my success, I approach one of the slightly larger cats. Hey, Matty! Shall we get in the basket? I give him a little stroke. He doesn't respond badly, although he doesn't seem particularly interested either. I put my hands on either side of his body, ready to pick him up. He doesn't look happy about it and growls a warning at me. Hey, mister! It's going to be okay. We're just going on a little trip, alright? As soon as I start to lift, all hell breaks loose. Yelling and hissing, he scratches my arms to ribbons. I try to get him into the basket, but he stretches out and I can't fit him in. Oh no. I know when I'm defeated and I have to let him go. He scarpers off into the distance. I look down at my ravished arms. Note to self, wear a long sleeve when on cation duty. Yeah, I learned that lesson the hard way already, in real life. I tried to shower a cat before, which were sleeves.
Oh, jeez. Well, that was uneventful.
Yeah.
Any new romance options, or are we stuck with O'Malley?
O'Malley?
Alright.
Hi, McMurphy.
I'm only picking you because you're literally the only option.
I'm sweltering in the mess tent. Typical for me to get cooked during the hottest day so far. I step out for a moment to try to catch some air. Psst. I'm not sure if I really heard something or if the dehydration is getting to me. I take a sip from my water bottle.
Ah, the Coke water bottle.
Yes.
Hey, aren't you gonna share, Kara?
Oh, McMurphy! Was that you pissing?
What are you suggesting, Kara? I only use designated litter areas. Oh, that's a shitty joke.
Murph, you're incorrigible. You know exactly what I meant.
Come on, Kara, never mind all that. We have work to do.
I am working. I'm supposed to be cooking for this evening.
I mean work off the adventuring variety.
Oh, of course you do.
Come on, don't be such a bore.
I'm sorry, McMurphy, but I can't. I'm very busy here, can't you see? It's going to take hours to defrost and braise this meat because I'm stupid and I didn't leave it to defrost overnight.
Well, if you come with me, you may end up providing a much tastier dish in half the time. What do you say, Kara? You up for the crake?
What are you saying? You mean I should just bank off?
That's the spirit. Strip off your apron. Let's hit the trail.
But I can't. I can't just... What if someone comes looking for me?
Leave him a note. Going fishing.
Maybe it's the heat, but I'm overcome with a moment of madness. Well, okay then. You wild Irish rover, I'm all yours.
God, I don't like this. Oh God, I really don't like this. I'm not reading that line. I don't. No. You know, I really thought this was gonna be like...
Cute.
I thought this was gonna be cute, but I also thought we were going to be cats. I didn't...
We are cat. We're becoming cats.
But we're not a cat yet. This is just... okay, the developer trailer for this game literally says it's not bestiality, but it is really going there.
Because we're becoming cats. Before you know it, we will be cats too.
Ah!
Read it. Read it.
Now there's a thought.
Before I can answer, he slunk into the singing of the forest behind the clay cooking pit. I whip off my apron and follow behind.
You hear that alarm behind us? I hope that gets picked up on the capture. That's a fire station, but
Yeah.
in this case, it's the fucking bestiality alarm.
Yeah. Meow. Wait, Murph. It's too hot to run.
And we really ought to cool ourselves off, eh?
He's led me up to the cliffs and without warning takes a running jump off the edge. I see him flying through the air and watch mesmerized as he cuts through the water. A cat who likes swimming? Oh no, Murphy, are you okay? Don't panic, I'm coming! I kick off my flip-flops and shorts and follow him into the water. I'm surprised at how shallow it is and that I'm easily able to stand. Murph, where are you? I frantically search about, fearing for his safety, and suddenly feel something brush against my legs, making me scream out loud. Ah! What's that? I look down into the clear water and see McMurphy speeding along the seabed like a shark, fast and sleek, and suddenly breaking up through the surface with something in his mouth. McMurphy, you can swim? What on earth is that thing? Oh my, it's a fish. I can see him smiling even with the sprite on the way. You can fish? He spits the fish back into the water.
There truly is no end to my talents, Kara.
You can say that again. But I have so many questions, I don't even know where to start.
It's a cat who fishes. Why are you so fucking confused?
Cats don't swim normally.
Catch your breath, Kara. I know, I'm exhilarating company, but you need to exercise a little bit of restraint, or you'll be swooning on me next. Relax, the salt water is very buoyant.
I copy McMurphy and we both lie with our backs on the surface. It's very calming and tranquil, and I'm finally able to collect my thoughts. I realize I've not had this much clarity in a long time. This is so cool.
I know, Trixie took me here first, calls it the Ponder Pool.
Oh, can you all swim then? I thought cats... Before I can even finish my sentence, McMurphy cuts in.
It's a common misconception that cats can't swim. As you can see, it's another thing we excel at.
Oh, good to know. So humble too.
As Nana McMurphy used to say, if you've got a trumpet, blow it. The fuck does that mean?
What about the fish? Where did they come from? There are no birds or fish on these islands. It's one of the first things they tell you in orientation.
Then why did they drop birds in the background?
That's true.
That's just because they don't know.
Don't know what? That there are plug holes?
It's better if I just show you. Come on, Kara, follow me.
We swim for a while, with McMurphy leading the way with purpose, and then he stops.
Well, notice anything interesting?
Well, the water's much cooler and deeper here, I guess?
Anything else? Can you feel anything?
I stand perfectly still for a moment and begin to feel a strange sensation around my legs, like a warm wriggling under the water. McMurphy, are you peeing?
Don't be so crude, Kara. It's a current. Look over there.
I refocus my eyes until they see that what I saw was a rock shadow. It's moving. It comes closer into focus and I realize it's a shoal of small fish darting in and out of one particular spot. What is that? I don't understand what I'm looking at.
Isn't it enough to just see, Kara? To experience? Do you always have to understand everything?
Yes, I'm a freaking scientist. Well, yeah, that's my job. It's who I am, McMurphy. I'm a scientist. It is in my DNA to seek to understand.
Come on then, scientist. Let's take a closer look.
We move closer to the area where the fish are gathered. I put my hand down and realize I can touch them and even pick them up. But something is stopping them from swimming farther inland.
McMurphy.
McMurphy, we need to get going. I'm going to be in big trouble if I'm away for any longer. But thank you for showing me this. I'm definitely going to come back here to try to understand it.
I wouldn't waste your time, Kara.
It wouldn't be a waste. I'm committed to finding all out.
I meant coming back to this particular spot. The fishes won't be here.
Oh, I see. It's only a certain times?
And different location. It changes all the time. There's no pattern to it either, so you just be sticking pins in map, Kara. I brought you here because I saw them this morning. Chances are they'll be gone this afternoon.
The disappointment must be apparent on my face because McMurphy switches lanes super fast to distract me.
Okay, Kara, it's time to strip off.
Huh?
That t-shirt would make a lovely net. Let's go fishing.
Oh, I see. I think I'll go home. I'm about to whip off my top when I'm struck by a thought. Hang on, Murph. If I turn up at camp with a lot of fresh fish, people are going to ask questions.
Not necessarily. Maybe no one will be around.
But what if they are?
I'll be your lookout. I'll let you know when the coast is clear. Then you can just pop them on the barbie and wait for the mouths to start watering.
That's simple, huh?
I usually find that life is best if you... Let me try that again. I usually find that life is what you make it, Kara. And keep it simple.
It's not though, is it?
For you, do you mean?
I can detect a mirch in his voice and it hits a nerve. Well, yeah, for me, because I am the one who has to take the flak if something goes wrong.
And what do you see going so disastrously wrong with a fresh fish supper, Kara?
You don't think when I serve fresh ocean fish that people will want to know where the fuck they came from?
If they're anything like you, they will.
He rolls into his back and lets out a loud wow.
The fuck is a guffaw?
I don't know. Well, maybe I should just tell them the truth. Tell Professor Popar that what's the harm? Mac rolls over and looks me squarely in the eyes. All humor has disappeared.
There would be harm, Kara. Trust me on that.
Obviously, I don't mean that I'll tell him about you or anything that will endanger any of us. Just that I noticed this shoal of fishes and I took some for our supper. What's so wrong with that?
You really think you could mention a phenomenon like this, and that it would be the end of it? You wouldn't start putting up all manners of investigations and disruptions in place? You are touchingly naive, my friend.
I feel my cheeks burn with embarrassment, and I want to hide from him. I dive under the water and swim beneath him, pulling on his tail as I pass.
Now that most certainly is Gauntlet. What the fuck?
He starts splashing me furiously, and also I put up a good defense. I have to eventually concede. I give up! I give up!
A worthy opponent, but sadly, no match for me.
I ought to get back. Meet to the frost and all that, you know.
No worries, Kara. I understand.
We can't all be like you, Murph. Probably no bad thing either.
You can't, any of you, be like me. They broke that mold, Kara.
Thanks for the fun.
This cat is too European for me. There are so many things that he says that I just can't say properly. I'm too American.
I know.
Anytime. Fun's my middle name.
No, it's not.
You don't know that.
As I scroll my way back to the mess tent, I can't help imagining how good those fishes will have tasted in sushi.
Oh, I want sushi.
We could have made sushi with those.
Want a veggie tempura sushi so badly now.
I know you do. So, do you want to keep playing or do you want to save it for next time? We need to rest though.
I'm gonna click on rest and see where it brings me. Lovely nap, blah blah blah. Saving, that's good, we want that. Is it still the same option? That's all I want to know. God damn it, we're stuck with fucking McMurphy.
For now. The other ones are locked.
Alright, we're gonna call it there for now.
Okay, we made 8.3% of the antidote.
Why is this game that long? Also, look at these bars here.
It's
Aren't we almost done with
that's what I
these?
actually wonder. What if we do one of those? Will it like unlock something, do something? I'm really curious about that.
I don't know. If we come back to the game, though, we can definitely find out.
Okay,
I'll keep the save file.
Okay, I wanna come back to it. I'm enjoying it.
Well, that's all for today. Have a good night, everybody.
Meow.
Meow.